That's lot number 1 on Pearl Island, and that's the lodge.
It is,
It's ready to be pushed down.
yes, it's ready to go to the heaps. We checked a lot of boxes.
Yeah. And you can see the blue hue below. That's rain coming our way.
There's a four-wheeler shed in the woods. That is the question.
So we're blazing a new trail today from one cabin to the other. I'm going to take you along and see how I do. Well, there she is. That's lot number 1 on Pearl Island, and that's the lodge. So what can you tell me about it, Bill?
Some disassembly required. So this was the original homestead. Harley has homesteaded this. I'm not sure what year. I homesteaded, I believe, about 170 acres here, and built this. It was the cheese in its day. 6 rooms, 7 rooms, and they fished out here. And yeah, it was a cattle farmer, bought cattle from Canada, so he entertained quite a bit. And this was the Taj Mahal, and then he sold it to a man named Foster. And
Bill Foster.
Bill Foster, yes. And then
You bought it from Bill Foster.
yeah, but Foster didn't really take care of it. I actually tried to buy it probably 25 years ago. He had it listed on Remote Properties, and made the deal in the fact that we were going to go together, and then he changed his mind. And then about 3 years later, he called me and said, I'd like to go back. He did that, and then we were ready to go again. I kicked some money into the kitty, because at that time you probably could have salvaged it. And then he changed his mind again. So he then called me probably, I'm gonna say 20, not too long ago, let's say 5 years ago, and asked me if I wanted to buy it because he had cancer. And he said, you're the only one that's going to do something out there. I said, well, I don't really have the money right now. He said, that's okay. He says, we'll work it out with my estate. And I ended up buying it. So, and at that point, right, you can see right now, it hasn't changed much since I bought it. And as you can see, it is, it's ready to go to the heap. So we're going to probably work on that in the near future, but we're working on access right now to pick away at it and do it. So that's what we're on.
And we'll build something equally as cool,
a-
maybe not
yeah,
as big, but
yeah,
something beautiful that has ocean view and has some amazing things that'll be happening here and make it great juju.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because they did a lot of cement work, which is kind of surprising in the 70s. It's got a whole real nice cement pad there. And so what I want to do is get everything down, get off there. It actually had a septic system, also septic field. So we're gonna try and get it all the way back down and then rebuild on that cement pad. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
You really, it's like anything out here on a remote island. You have to really use what's given to you as much as you can.
What's amazing about this is how much material was shipped out here. So supposedly he had a barge, from what I understand, and he put his cattle on a barge when he brought them out here. He had a lot of material, and it's rather interesting because there is a lot here. So you made it happen.
Yeah.
So there's the totem pole. It was probably 20 feet up in the air and fully functional. The totem pole can be functional. And that got struck by lightning. So I was told that you just let it lay. If you try and move it, do anything with it, it's bad juju. And I don't want any bad juju. And bad juju come back to haunt you. So it's on the ground over there. We'll have to go over and look at it, but there's a bunch of salmon berries over there too. So it's kind of got to be careful when you look at it. I clean this up so we can get a path grooving down through here. So last spring when we were here, we cut a bunch of trees because there's a foundation in here. Right, and you can't see it, but you can see it. It's the gray. Right, so the method in the madness was to get it dry over the summer and then come back in late summer, early fall. So here we are. So today we're gonna do aisle 3 cleanup, at least minimum. So I'm gonna start this fire. So this is kind of a torch unit right here. That's how that works. And now we're gonna step away. I have a piece of plywood in there, so that'll maintain it a little. You can see it right now. Hopefully that's gonna catch on fire. And voila. And we'll just keep throwing them on top, smashing it down. Stuff's pretty dang wet.
So what are you working on?
Working on cleaning a path up right here. This was all, this tree was, it may look like a pine tree, but I'm gonna call it a spider tree because it's got about 83 branches on it. You can see how many we had to cut off just to get between here and the building. Then that one up there fell over. That's actually 2 different trees. Looks like one, but it's not. So I'm gonna cut that one out. So trying to get a path through here for the 4-wheeler. You can see in the background the totem pole. When I purchased this place was very, very large. Charge.
Well, I saw a lot of berries around here, and would you like to pick some berries?
Yes, and you can have all of them but the blueberries. That's the ones I'm
Oh,
really after.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you help me pick the other ones?
Sure.
Okay. These are called golden salmon berries, and we have them all over the place. And they're not super sweet, but they're kind of like taste like almost like a grapefruit. A little green hint to it at the end. I like it. Good. I'm gonna pick a few more. Okay, back onto JP2. I'm going to take that trail again just to smash it down another time so we can make it a little bit more of a permanent route from Discovery 1 and 2 to the lodge. Come along. Survived. I think that'll be a good little thoroughfare to go from one group of cabins to the other eventually. It's totally not ready yet, obviously, but you know, just one day at a time. Just like life, you just gotta take it one day at a time. Now I think it's time to get some lunch.
Checked a lot of boxes.
Yeah. And you can see the blue hue below. That's rain coming our way.
There's a four-wheeler shed in the woods. That is the question.
To go to see the Daytona 500 qualifiers from the Goodyear blimp.
Good thing you're seeing the front side, not the back side.
I'm on a remote island. No one can come and get me and save me. Whoa, Bill! Oh my God. What didn't we do today? It's about Lake Luna. All right, Wild Bill. On to the next adventure.
Charlie ho.